Hey, hey, Aries. How you been? Excited to see you. Thank you for tuning in for your June reading. As I've been meditating on your energy, Spirit was like, you just need to jump right in. Like I was doing my typical meditate, shuffle, you know, I'm a Libra, Aries. We're opposites. I was sitting here taking my time, pondering, and Spirit just flipped that Knight of Wands up to the top of the deck, like, go girl. I'm like, all right. And then the yard work starts. Forgive me, Aries. Oh, you know, maybe it'll go, okay, that's better. Okay, all right. I'm not going to ignore, you know, Spirit said go ahead, so if we have a little soundtrack of whatever. I'm in Austin, Texas. That sounds like a freaking snowblower. What is happening? All right. Aries. All right, Aries in June. Let's see. What do you need to know this month, Aries? For your highest good. What does Spirit want to tell you for your highest good this month? June, Aries, 2018. Nice way to start. And don't worry, Aries, I'll pan you down in just a second so you can see what I'm seeing. Aries, June, Aries, Aries. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good in June 2018? Aries, Aries. Month of June. What are the themes? What are the characters? What are the influences going on around Aries? Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. What do they need to know about for their highest good? For their highest good. For their highest good, Spirit. Aries. Aries. And two more, please, Spirit. What is the story for Aries in the month of June? What do they need to know to make the most of the coming month? Aries. And they want me to pull a bonus card for you. Okay, nines. Whew, you got a lot on your plate this month, huh, Aries? I don't feel worried about you because you also have a lot of cards of strength, you know, and you know that about yourself. When you want something, you will go for it, and, you know, anybody who tries to get in your way, woe to them. They will find out what you have, the kind of skills you've collected during your time on this earth through all the battles that you have fought, Aries. You know, you may be a little bandaged and bruised come the end of the month, but you're going to be pretty happy with yourself. That's what they're telling me. This is that bonus card where they were like, you need one more, and I'm just the messenger. When Spirit says pull another one, I'll pull another one. The fighting that you do this month, I want you to be prepared for it, but I want you to also know that it's working in your favor. It is not in vain. I do see you as coming out the victor, albeit with a little bit of bandaged and bruised, you know, a little bit of, you know, maybe come July, you're going to need a little bit of aftercare and a little time to heal. But I feel like you're going to conquer some fears. That's the phrase that they're giving me. This is like emotional and creative breakthroughs. You're getting an opportunity to see things clearly and therefore to move in a direction that is like actually profitable for you. Here's what they're kind of telling me, and this is interesting. One thing you're going to choose this month is worth all the work and the long haul. And what it seems like is, okay, so you choose one thing that is worth the time and the long haul, and this feels passionate. This feels like this fires me up. It's worth the effort. It's worth the struggle. And it is a struggle. Let's not mince words here. You have 9 of Wands. You have 10 of Wands. You have 7 of Wands. Like, these are all cards of, like, coming up against it. But Aries, like, that's who you are. You do come up against it. Like, And this is what Spirit is saying, and this is really sweet. They're talking about your heart, Aries. You know, you're the first sign in the zodiac. You're the child of the zodiac. And you have that sweetness, openness, you know, that open heart of a child. Spirit is really kind of like highlighting the heart chakra. Like they're giving me an image of your heart chakra. And it's kind of like they want you to know that your heart will not lead you astray. And that's coming in with a nuanced message. Your heart will not lead you astray. That doesn't mean that sometimes you don't have to do things that like hurt your heart, like walking away from relationships and situations that are no longer nourishing or serving you, which is here in your reading. Following your heart and making your, you know, pleasing your heart, it's kind of like following your bliss. Like, just because we say following your bliss doesn't mean that the whole trip to following your bliss and pursuing it is blissful. There are moments of extreme disappointment and grief and struggle and questioning and doubt and all of those things. But Spirit is basically saying, can you be okay with that? Can you hold the doubt and the questions and recognize that those are not signs that say turn back, but they're signs of actually getting closer and closer to your goal? And this is funny, but what they're saying is it's kind of like in a video game. You know, you don't question that when the video game gets harder and the bosses get harder and the enemies get harder, you're not like, wow, I'm really starting to suck at this. You're actually like, damn, I'm leveling up, so the stuff is getting harder. I gotta like, you know, keep up with the learning curve. Spirit is celebrating you. They're celebrating your strength. I love that video game analogy. Like, that's pretty good. They are telling you that the doubt and the questioning and the struggle, don't let them deter you. In fact, if anything, you know, you're kind of a natural rebel, and let them spur you forward. You know, especially if you have kind of negative or anxious, obsessive sort of thoughts, or even input from other people around you that is like, no, you can't do it. Like, no, that's way too much. That's way too hard. I don't know why you thought that you could do that. Let it be like, I did it. You know what I mean? I love you, Aries. Like, no rudeness intended towards you. That's like the impression that Spirit is giving me. Is like sometimes, you know, it may not seem like revenge or, you know, this is funny. Okay, look, this is what they're saying. It's kind of like after a breakup, sometimes a person has like this big like boost of like, no, like I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna get so hot, like I'm gonna show them, like they're gonna regret this. And it may not seem like a revenge body is like the best motivation or catalyst to take care of yourself, but shit, if it gets you into the gym and taking care of yourself, it's a net gain. And that's what Spirit is telling me, is like, let a little bit of a screw you be your inspiration to keep going forward and to plow through the obstacles, because there is real progress here. There's real progress. You are closer to the finish line, if we can put it that way, than you might know. And you do have some support coming in to help you with this month. You do have reconnecting with old friends, emotional bonds rekindling. I should show you your cards, right? All right, let me just show you. Sorry, Spirit talks, I get excited. Let's see, here we go, Aries. This is all you. All right. So like I said, Spirit is honoring your strength. They want you to, you know, it's interesting. You're doing a lot of outward directed activity this month. So it's actually, they're telling me, really important for you to balance that with some internal activity. You have the Hermit, and you have the High Priestess, and you have the Nine of Pentacles, which are all sort of solitary cards. And that's not a bad thing. That doesn't mean you're going to be by yourself. Like I said, I feel like you actually do have some friends, emotional bonds, people coming in to assist you and help you out. But it means that it benefits you to spend some time in just quiet reflection. And not even like reflection about my goals or, you know, reflection about like relationships or whatever, just you. And it suits you. You know, Aries, you're the sign of self. Like, you might need to be reminded of how strong you are this month. So I'm glad you came here. You are strong. You are so strong. And like, you know, this is kind of the indication that Spirit is giving me, is that this month, it's like they said earlier, one thing is worth pursuing and worth the struggle in the long haul, and something else you may come to the conclusion is really not worthy. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that you have poured, like I said, a lot of love and effort and nourishment into. And the really painful thing about the Eight of Cups is that this thing used to nourish you too. There was a time when this relationship or this situation really felt like a back and forth, but it grew stale and stagnant and then toxic over time, the way that you wouldn't just set a cup of water up on the mantle and 8 or 10 weeks later decide, oh, now maybe I want to take a sip out of this. Like, ugh. Somebody else or something else was not recognizing your worth and giving back to you. And it's going to be a growing experience for you to walk away from that. Why do I say growing experience? If you notice, the figure is carrying a lotus blossom. And they're carrying the blossom away from, yes, you know, a very single amount of water, a very stagnant amount of water, toward the source, the running, flowing, beautiful source of all water. What you're giving up, even though it is painful, and I don't want to bypass that, and it causes grief and it causes worry, what you get out of it is going to be way more. What you get from walking away, you know, you are letting go of like the few drops that you may have been holding on to tightly, trying to keep them. And when you open your hands, it's like you can receive everything. You know what I'm saying? Think about your worth. Think about your desires. This is a really good month to do that. And, you know, I want to say, Aries, that these are general readings. So because it's not a one-on-one, I'm getting a couple messages, like for some of you that it's relationships. And you know what I'm kind of feeling is for some of you it's friendships. It's not even like necessarily your romantic partner. It may be like this person only ever talks about themselves, or this person never returns my this or that. Like, don't feel bad about walking away from things that don't nourish you. Sometimes, you know, it's divinely appointed that certain people drop out of our lives, or like they go in and out. You know what I mean? Like maybe they'll come back, but it should be up to them, basically, Spirit is saying, to come back. Like, you've done everything that you needed to do, everything that you could have done, you have poured into this. So Aries, walk away with a clear conscience. It may not be easy, but you're making room, like they said, for much better things. And that may even include, for some of you, that person coming back or that situation coming back and saying like, oh crap, like I took you for granted, or I owed you better than that, or I was, you know, I had a death in the family. I don't know, you know, this could be a lot of things. Like I said, it's a general reading. But I want to tell you that your reflection and time spent caring for yourself and recognizing, like, caring for yourself enables you to recognize when other people aren't treating you right. And it's important for you to, like they said, know your worth this month. It's even financially, like, everything in the universe is connected. And the way that we feel about ourselves, how worthy we feel, has a direct correlation to how much wealth and enjoyment and abundance of all kinds that we allow into our life. We can do a lot of crazy mental gymnastics to keep ourselves from getting something that we really want because there's some part of us that considers ourselves not to be worth it, or like, why would they ever like me when I'm this or that? And that's unlike you, Aries. It's important for you to have your pride, your dignity. Let the people around you who love and appreciate you show you that appreciation. If you question, if you doubt, go to the people that love you. I'm even feeling with some of you like childhood friend or sibling. Let this person nourish you. And like, you have a lot to be proud of, is what they're telling me. You have a lot to be proud of, a lot that you've accomplished, a lot that you continue to accomplish. And really just this month seems to be about refilling your proverbial tank. I have no doubt that you're getting stuff done on the creative and the career front. Some of you have businesses. The Nine of Pentacles is the only card in the deck for the successful self-employed person. So whether it's a side hustle or it's your full-time, or maybe you're something like a freelancer or independent contractor, which I could definitely see because the Ten of Wands often comes up for this kind of person. Like, you know, we wear all the hats. CEO to janitor, like we're doing it all. And you may need to be reminded that you're operating at a level where a lot of people couldn't operate, okay? I'm not trying to just stroke your ego, Aries. Spirit is coming through with how strong you are. I feel like there's a financial milestone and celebration this month. This month just feels very low-key. Like, low-key in the sense of I don't see you shouting it from the rooftops the way you might normally. Maybe it's just because you have your head down and you're powering through and you've got so much to do. But even if you don't give it a lot of fanfare, Spirit is telling me there's like a project coming to a good milestone, or like a team that you're working with is gelling exceptionally well. Like the future looks promising is what they're telling me. Wow. Okay, so they're telling me that you don't need to worry if you feel like, whoa, she's talking about there's all this action and all this stuff happening. For some of you, you feel like you're in a stalemate and things have been frozen, and they're telling me, don't worry. Like, it may look like a glacier is not moving, but then all of a sudden one day this massive crack happens and things begin to thaw. And that's what they're telling me. Go inward. Don't feel bad if you're not one of the action-taking Aries this month. Like I said, these are general readings, Aries. So some of you may be working hard and others of you may be like, no, I really I'm feeling kind of frozen. And it still applies for you that your internal fight is going to be worth it. What you are going through right now is not in vain. Be kind to yourself. Stay in the moment is the other thing Spirit is saying. Mindfulness will benefit you right now. So things like meditation, or even just the living, breathing meditation of when you're washing the dishes, just be washing the dishes. You know what I mean? Like, notice what your thoughts are. Just notice. Not trying to control them, not trying to master them. Just beginning to notice like, whoa, what did I just say to myself? I just called myself an idiot. That's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an idiot. Why would I do that? Just notice your thoughts. And this, okay, so meditation is beneficial. Guided meditation is awesome. I'm going to take this moment because Spirit is telling me, like, I actually have something up that might be really beneficial for you. It's just a free guided meditation. It's up on, if you go to patreon.com/madeleine.joan, or I'll link it in the description. You can listen to that meditation. It's open to the public. And it's about sort of getting in touch with the higher self that knows what you need to be doing, so that you can feel some calm and feel some appreciation for your gifts, and therefore like multiply and really utilize them. Okay. So I promise that was not just like a shameless plug. Of course, if you want to join magic school or learn tarot or learn astrology with me, you can do all that stuff on Patreon, but I got some cool free stuff for the public thanks to the generosity of those people that are already there supporting. Okay, so that said, let us move right into your Fiercely Focused spread. And if you haven't been here before, Aries, this is just a quick 5-card spread to finish off your reading, looking at a theme for your month and the action steps that Spirit wants you to take. Wow. Okay. When it comes to your money, your mind, your heart, and your creativity. So, hello, Empress. Beautiful Empress. What did Spirit say? Go inward. Love on yourself. Appreciate yourself. Receive the gifts, like they said, that people want to give you. Friends and loved ones who want to shower you with appreciation. Really take it in. The Empress loves herself. The Empress is the emissary of Venus. Love, beauty, wear soft things, take long naps. Appreciate and relax. Give gratitude for what you do have and enjoy the things around you that you enjoy. Just the simple things of like soft, clean sheets. They're reminding me in mindfulness, you know, sensuality can make mindfulness much easier. Like, wow, you know, washing my face right now, the massaging of like my fingers, the warmth of the water, this feels so good. Really soak it in is basically what they're saying. And I want to look at you, Aries. So I'm going to pick this guy up. Hi again. Okay, I think you can see me. Yay! Okay, all right. I'm spatially challenged, Aries. It's always a risk for me. So like I said, celebrate the little things. The Empress is a beautiful card. The Empress, again, promises gifts, financial abundance, having more than enough, and feeling proud of yourself, justifiably, Aries. So good things are coming this month. You're working hard. Some of you are working hard. Some of you are feeling stuck. Either way, good things are coming, but it's about recognizing that you're worthy of those good things. It's about, like they said, being able to hold the question, the doubt, and recognize that those things are going to come and that they're not meant to deter you. They're meant to challenge you. There is no friction. I'm sorry. There is no traction without friction. We need to be challenged to get stronger. Okay. All right. So let's look at your money, career, your efforts, your resources. Spirit, what does Aries need to know in June? About their money, their job, business, career, the earthly element. What do they need to know in June? June, Aries. Same card, different deck. I love it that this happens so often. You had the Knight of Pentacles before when I said that I felt like someone was going to show up and be assisting you. When we encounter a court card in the deck and in life, it is a sign that, yes, you know, this is a real person, someone practical, someone steady, someone strong-minded and hardworking, someone who's in it for the long haul. This is a humble, hardworking person in your life that can help you out. But it is also, Aries, a reminder for you to invoke those qualities in yourself. Like, right, I know my purpose. I know that sometimes I get impatient and I want to be there already. But I need to remember that I gotta sow seeds before they can grow into an orchard. Okay? That's what Spirit said. Okay. All right. Let's look at your mind. I love such a fertile card coming up with the literal card of fertility, the Empress. Some of you, wow, Spirit just totally flipped out your next card, so I'm just gonna go for it. Yep, definitely people helping you this month. Which also makes sense for the Empress because she, like Venus, you know, Venus doesn't go out and get things. Venus attracts things. Venus is magnetic, and so is the Empress. You are attracting the things and people that you need into your life. Really? Here's the big secret, okay? This is like getting into the practical, magical stuff. You're always drawing in what you need, even when it sucks. Like, even when it's difficult, even when the person is a jerk. There is no traction without friction. Sometimes you need to meet somebody who challenges you so that you can learn to love and stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would we ever learn courage if from day one it was all silk pillows and chocolate and ease? You know, all things, by the way, that the Empress loves and that you should be enjoying this month. But I'm just saying, it's all working in your favor. It's just how you approach it. Okay? Okay. So speaking of being challenged, I feel like this is your ally, this King of Swords, but this person is challenging by nature. The King of Swords may be somebody in your life who is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This is somebody who you consider to be very intelligent. This is somebody who gives it to you straight. This is somebody who, this is what they're saying, you would not want to tangle with. Like, not you specifically, anybody. Like, this is the kind of person you don't want to get into, like, the Facebook, like, comment war with. This is a very honest and honorable person in your life, is what Spirit is telling me. This person can help you. They just used this phrase, okay? Make the right moves. This person can help you make the right moves. This person might be a lawyer. They might be a communication strategist. This feels like a professional for some of you that you may be seeking, like an authoritative professional presence to help you out with something. I feel like this is a good person to work with. So whatever that means to you, Aries. Like I said, general readings. If you ever need a personal, you can always have one with me. All that is linked below. Okay. Wow. Jeez. Sorry, that was the wrong set. Okay. All right. So now, Spirit, what does Aries need to know about relationships, love, the realm of the heart, Aries in June? What do they need to know, Spirit? Aries, June. Wow. Okay. You've got all the people this month, Aries. They did say people coming to help you, people coming to help you. You've got a knight and you've got two kings. So this is how you'll know the King of Cups. And because, again, this is such a general reading, I do not assign gender to the king-queen thing. That, to me, is much more of a personality thing. Queens tend to be creators. Kings tend to be conquerors. Like, I want to be at the top. I want to be the master. The King of Cups is a wonderfully intuitive, compassionate person, but they also have a little bit of, like, emotional, mental distance. Soft heart, level head, like a very good psychologist where it's like, of course I empathize with you, I sympathize with you, but I'm not going to climb into the tar pit with you because I know that I can't help you from there. So this is somebody who can kind of, from a seeming distance, give a lot of compassion and a lot of assistance, like helping you basically see yourself more clearly. So whether maybe you are seeing a counselor, or maybe you just have a friend who gives great advice, maybe you're going to some kind of healer, acupuncturist, tarot reader, somebody who knows how to help you see yourself, see into yourself, okay? That will be very beneficial for you too. Okay. Now finally, Aries, let's look. Oh, my phone is vibrating. I'm going to make that stop. Now let's look at your element. The fire element. Wow. All right. Just fell right out. You can't make this stuff up, man. Queen of Wands. You're surrounded. That's what they just said. You're surrounded, and that's a good thing. So whatever you may be walking away from, some of you, for those of whom that is true, you will not be lacking for allies and people who adore you and will help take care of you and help you accomplish your goals. The Queen of Wands is a charismatic, magical, charming, like natural leader. This is someone who people just gather and come to her because she gives off light and warmth, and people just sense a natural kind of dignity and magic about her. Like, she got her black cat, she got her magic wand. Is this you, Aries? Is this you? Are you picking up your magic wand this month? You should. You've got a lot of magic to make, okay? This person can also help set free your sort of creative and passionate potentials. This person can shed a lot of light. Haha, wands, torches. Can shed a lot of light for you. Can give you a lot of that like enthusiasm and support in those moments when you might be questioning yourself. Let this person fire you up. Get it? Get it? Okay. All right. Much love to you, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope this helps you have a better month. And please keep an eye on the channel. Some weekly content is starting up as of June, and I'm super excited to share practical magic, astrology, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, if you want to learn more about that, I have linked Patreon below, as well as like my email, social media, all that cool stuff if you want to keep in touch. I would love that. And until next time, Aries, mwah, blessings and bye-bye.